The video opens with a surge of cinematic energy. The screen flashes with intense, rapid sequences, Mongol horsemen thundering across the Asian steppes, cities burning under their relentless sieges, and terrified enemies scattering before their charge. A deep, resonant voice narrates, "The Mongols, invincible, unstoppable, a war machine that conquered from the Pacific to the heart of Europe." The pace is relentless, capturing the sheer momentum of the Mongol expansion, a force that seemed destined to consume the world. But suddenly, the tone shifts. The screen darkens, the music intensifies into a suspenseful crescendo, and the narration cuts in with a chilling pause, until they met their match. With a stark contrast, visuals transition to a barren desert landscape, the sands of Palestine. 1260, the vast emptiness of the terrain foreshadows the impending clash, not of mere armies, but of civilizations and legacies. The voiceover continues, in a single battle, the Mongols' unstoppable rampage would be halted, not by an empire of equal size, but by a determined force that refused to yield. The Mamluks, a military caste born from slavery yet forged into elite warriors, are introduced through flashes of their cavalry assembling, their swords glinting under the harsh sun. The screen then freezes in a moment of tension. The music halts, replaced by a low heartbeat sound. Bold letters emerge on screen, Mongols versus Mamluks, the clash that changed history. This is not just a battle scene, it is the setup for a turning point in world history, where two unstoppable forces, one rising, one seemingly invincible, are about to collide. The audience is left poised at the edge of their seats, knowing that the narrative about to unfold will not just recount a battle, but dissect a moment that altered the fate of empires. The rise of the Mongol Empire under Genghis Khan was nothing short of meteoric. From the scattered tribes of the Mongolian steppes, Genghis unified a ferocious force, transforming them into history's most feared war machine. Their tactics were revolutionary, swift horse archers who could fire with deadly accuracy while galloping at full speed, combined with devastating psychological warfare that spread terror long before their armies even arrived. Entire cities capitulated without a fight, driven by tales of merciless massacres and utter destruction. Their campaign was a masterclass in ruthless efficiency. No army had managed to withstand their onslaught. Their victories were staggering. The fall of Baghdad in 1258, where they obliterated the heart of the Islamic Golden Age, and Damascus in 1260, where centuries of culture and learning were laid to waste. The world trembled before them. Yet, in the sands of Palestine, a new chapter was about to be written. Amid this backdrop of Mongol dominance rose an unlikely adversary, the Mamluks of Egypt. Originally enslaved soldiers of Turkic and Circassian origin, these warriors had been meticulously trained from childhood in the arts of war. They became the elite military backbone of Egypt, renowned for their discipline, strategy, and fierce loyalty. Under the leadership of Sultan Qutuz and his brilliant general Baybars, the Mamluks emerged not just as a formidable fighting force but as the last bastion defending the Islamic heartlands. They had studied the Mongol methods, understood their strengths, and more importantly, recognized their vulnerabilities. For the Mamluks, this was not just another campaign, it was a fight for survival, for faith, and for the preservation of a civilization teetering on the brink of annihilation. Tensions escalated when Mongol envoys arrived in Cairo, arrogantly demanding Egypt's submission. Sultan Qutuz's response was defiant and bold. He executed the envoys, sending a clear message that Egypt would not bow to the Mongol yoke. This act set the stage for a direct confrontation. Mongol general Kibuka, entrusted with the expansion into Palestine, led a Mongol detachment deep into the region, unaware that a meticulously planned resistance awaited him. The stakes could not have been higher. Should Ain Jalut fall, the path to Egypt, Mecca, and Medina would be wide open for Mongol conquest. On September 3, 1260, in the valley of Jezreel near Ain Jalut, the decisive encounter unfolded. The Mamluks, under Baybar's tactical genius, employed classic ambush strategies, drawing the Mongols into a false sense of superiority. As Kibuka's cavalry charged, seemingly overwhelming the Mamluk front lines, Baybars executed a feigned retreat, luring the Mongols into a narrow, pre-selected kill zone. At the critical moment, hidden Mamluk forces encircled the Mongols, launching a devastating counterattack. Sultan Qutuz personally rallied his troops in the thick of battle, his leadership turning the tide in favor of the Mamluks. The clash reached its climax with the capture and execution of Kibuka, breaking the Mongol morale and forcing a chaotic retreat. Visual maps and dynamic animations would illustrate these maneuvers, capturing the brilliance and precision of Mamluk tactics that day. The aftermath of Ain Jalut was monumental. For the first time in decades, the Mongol advance had been decisively halted. This victory preserved the heartlands of Islam, safeguarding Egypt and the holy cities from Mongol devastation. It marked a strategic stabilization of Mamluk authority over the Levant and dealt a psychological blow to the myth of Mongol invincibility. The Mamluks emerged not just as defenders of their realm but as champions of the wider Muslim world, reshaping the region's geopolitical landscape. The legacy of Ain Jalut reverberated far beyond the battlefield. It inspired future resistance against Mongol incursions and ensured the survival of Islamic culture, scholarship, and civilization during a period when much of the world had been brought to its knees. Baibars, who would soon ascend as sultan, became an iconic figure, remembered for his leadership and as a symbol of defiance against overwhelming odds. The Battle of Ain Jalut serves as a powerful reminder that even the mightiest of forces are not invincible. Throughout history, certain moments stand as turning points, instances where the courage, foresight, and unity of a determined few can halt the march of what seems to be an unstoppable empire. Ain Jalut was not merely a military victory, it was a statement of defiance against domination, a demonstration that tactical brilliance and unwavering resolve can overcome overwhelming odds. In a world where the Mongol war machine had steamrolled across continents, this battle symbolized the breaking point where fear gave way to resistance. Its legacy echoes far beyond medieval battlefields. The resilience displayed by the Mamluks reflects a universal truth: no matter how powerful an adversary may appear, decisive leadership and collective purpose can reshape the course of history. Today, Ain Jalut is more than just a historical event, it is a testament to human tenacity. It teaches us that pivotal battles are not won solely by numbers or might but by strategic insight, bold action, and the unyielding spirit of those who stand their ground. It was on that fateful day in 1260 that the Mongol Empire's myth of invincibility was shattered, forever altering the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East and beyond. As the video approaches its end, viewers are invited to ponder a provocative question: did the Battle of Ain Jalut truly mark the beginning of the Mongol Empire's decline, or was it simply a rare but symbolic defeat? Encouraging comments and discussion, the call to action urges viewers to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's defining moments.